You don't look like a Harper. Take the test or leave, my brother screamed, pointing at the door. I took it. At the will reading, the doctor stared at him. Sir, why does your DNA match 0%? The silence was deafening. I'm 34. My brother's 29. He runs Dad's $12 million commercial real estate firm in downtown Chicago, while I install HVAC systems in Gary, Indiana for $68K a year. We haven't spoken in 6 years. Not since Thanksgiving 2018 when he told me I embarrassed the family by showing up in work boots. Dad's funeral was on a Tuesday. I drove my 2019 Silverado to the family estate in Lake Forest. The security guard made me park behind the catering trucks. My brother pulled up 20 minutes later in his Porsche Taycan, parked right at the entrance. Inside, 200 people filled the ballroom. Senators, CEOs, country club friends. I stood in the back in my JCPenney suit. My brother gave the eulogy wearing Tom Ford, talking about legacy and bloodlines and carrying on the family name with pride. After the service, he cornered me by the shrimp tower. His wife stood next to him in a $4,000 black dress, recording on her phone. We need to talk, my brother said, loud enough for the nearby tables to hear. About Dad's will. Okay, I said. You know you're not really one of us, right? Mom had that affair with the pool guy back in '92. Everyone knows it. You look nothing like Dad, nothing like me. I just stared at him. He was blonde, blue-eyed, looked like a J. Crew model. I had dark hair, brown eyes, Dad's exact jawline. So here's what's happening, my brother continued, pulling a DNA test kit from his jacket pocket. You take this, prove you're a Harper, or you walk away from the will reading Friday. Your choice. The room went quiet. People were staring. His wife was still filming, probably for Instagram. Fine, I said. But if we're testing bloodlines, you take one too. We both get tested against Dad. My brother laughed. Actually laughed. Me? Look at me, dude. I'm clearly his son. But sure, whatever makes you feel better about leaving empty-handed. Dad's personal physician was at the funeral. My brother called him over, made a show of it. We both swabbed our cheeks right there in front of everyone. The doctor said he'd have results in 72 hours. Rush processing. Those 3 days were hell. I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about Mom, who died when I was 19. She never said anything about an affair, but my brother was so confident, so certain. Friday morning, I showed up to the law offices at 9 a.m. sharp. The receptionist looked surprised to see me, like she'd already been told I wouldn't be coming. My brother was already there, sitting at the head of the conference table in Dad's old chair. His lawyer sat next to him. The doctor was there too, looking nervous. Dad's estate attorney started the proceedings. Before we can distribute assets, we must address the paternity verification clause your father added to his will 2 weeks before his death. My brother smirked at me. This'll be quick. The lawyer nodded to the doctor. Please read the results. The doctor stood up. His hands were shaking. I processed both samples against your father's genetic profile, stored from his physical last year. Start with my brother, he said. Let's get the bad news over with. The doctor cleared his throat. The younger son. Probability of paternity, 99.97%. He is biologically your father's son. My brother's smirk disappeared. Now read mine, he said quietly. The doctor looked at the paper, then at my brother, then back at the paper. The older son. Probability of paternity, 0%. Zero genetic markers match. Biologically impossible to be your father's offspring. The room went silent. You could hear the air conditioning humming. That's wrong, my brother whispered. Run it again. I ran it 3 times, the doctor said. I even sent a sample to an independent lab. Same result. You are not related to your father by blood. My brother turned to look at me, his face white. But Mom said, the lawyer opened a folder. Your father knew. He became sterile in 1994 due to complications from mumps. You were born in 1995. He had a private investigator document your mother's affair with the tennis instructor at Oak Hill Country Club. He slid a photo across the table. A blonde man with my brother's exact face, just 30 years older. Why didn't he say anything? My brother's voice cracked. He wrote in his will that he couldn't punish you for your mother's choices, but he also couldn't let the family legacy go to someone else's biological child. The company, the properties, the investments. All of it goes to verified genetic descendants only. The lawyer looked at me. You inherit everything. The firm, the estate, $8.4 million in liquid assets. My brother just sat there, staring at nothing. The Porsche is registered under the company, the lawyer continued. You'll need to return it by Monday. Same with the company credit cards, the Lakeshore Drive condo, and your position as CEO. My brother stood up slowly. He looked at me. I called you the pool guy's kid in front of 200 people. Yeah, I said. You did. He walked out without another word. His wife filed for divorce 2 weeks later. I sold the estate, kept the company. Last I heard, my brother's selling insurance in Tampa under his biological father's last name. I still install HVAC systems. The company runs itself. Turns out I didn't need Dad's money to prove I was his son. I just needed his DNA.